Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. It's about 9:50 on May 16th, and another kind of damp, kind of drizzly in spots today. And we're going to talk about all the rain that fell out east as well. But before we even get to that, we have kind of an urgent situation that happened in Texas. Houston was hit by a tornado, at least one tornado, if not multiple tornadoes, and it actually went through downtown. You can see here, there's actually images here of damage in downtown Houston, and this is what it looked like as the tornado was coming through. A tornado in downtown Houston. This is unbelievable, and this was also catastrophic, or nearly catastrophic damage to the center point power grid. That is, so we have a lot of people without power right now.
I see everything is like shut down.
Did you record it?
Yeah.
So it's a tornado emergency in Houston right now. I just found out about this, and here we go. Look at the damage to CenterPoint Energy's power grid. Here you go. These huge transmission towers are toppled. So we have massive blackouts going on right now. In a million people without power, over a million people without power in Houston right now. Unbelievable. This is another look. The city is also affected, so it's affected the city as well because the transmission lines that serve the city have been destroyed. So we have a lot of people without power right now. In fact, I can't even load the CenterPoint outage map. I've tried, and this is all I get right now. So it won't even load, but we can go to poweroutage.us, and you'll see here over a million people without power, particularly in and around Harris County. Devastating damage from tornadoes, and we have massive blackouts in large parts of Texas right now. The power grid has been ERCOT status normal. Not really, because you have severe damage to the power grid in Texas right now from these tornadic thunderstorms that have hit, and trying to just get more information here on this. Like I said, I've just been told about this, just found out about this. Absolutely incredible, and we don't know. Look at this. Here's the video of it rolling through probably one of the EarthCam cameras. Watch the skyline disappear as destructive winds move in. And thousands are left without power right now. We're going to try to see if we can get some more information. I don't know why. Again, so many. Who cares about baseball right now, really? It's just, this is absolutely nuts here. Glass in downtown Houston. A tornado hit a major city, all right, today. So let's see if we can find any more information about Houston right now. News right now. So it says... we have, again, huge damaging. Look at the damage to the power grid. It's going to take a long time to rebuild these structures. And as we deal with these, see they're covering it live. Let's see. It talks about a severe thunderstorm with damaging winds and prompting tornado warnings pass through down transmission lines. Look at these down transmission lines all over the place. And trees down. Structure damage as well. We don't know how strong the tornado was at this time, but you can see that there's a lot of structure damage. Water pouring inside the hotels. So far, it's unclear if anyone has been injured. So we don't know, because this happened. I don't think this happened that long ago. Let's see. It happened at this was put out 9:17 p.m. So I don't think it wound up happening that long ago right now. So this is a really incredible situation that's been going on, and we can actually look. I think we have a couple of cameras here from Houston. Here's an uptown skyline one. We'll see if this one's even working. It's amazing. It actually is. Let's go back to when this storm hit, and I'm thinking it probably just hit. Yeah, the ground is dry right there. It doesn't look like it's wet. So let's see if it just wound up hitting around this time. I don't know exactly when it hit, but we'll have to go looking through these and seeing. Yeah, I think this is after it hit. Let's go up here. I don't know exactly what time it hit at. To me, it looks like the ground is dry. Let's see if we can... Yeah, it's getting dark there. Okay, that must be the storm. Yep, that's it. You can see the winds starting to move, and I don't know if that's the storm or not. I don't know if that's the storm or not. Oh, there it is. It looks like it's coming. Yeah, okay, it's coming in right there. So let me pull this back a little bit. You can see how the camera is just shaking here. Look at this. I mean, it's incredible. Tornado hitting, and Houston has a lot of issues because not only is it dealing with severe weather, but it's also dealing with flooding very often. I mean, they went through some pretty serious floods a long time ago. So this is just another chapter in the book of climate catastrophes that we are writing today, as we deal with an ever-warming planet and a very rapidly warming planet. We're going to see more of this. You can see they'll start to see the power blink a little bit there as this tornado comes in and actually destroys transmission lines. So right now, I think with all these transmission lines destroyed, the power is going to be out for days and probably weeks to come. I don't know how they're going to be able to rebuild that so quickly. You can see the storms coming in right there. Look at that. What a violent, terrifying storm. The tornado goes right through the town, right through the city. Imagine this happening in New York City. It could happen one day. It definitely could. You can see the blinding heavy rain that's coming in with the storm. Absolutely incredible. And I mean, look at this. You can't see a thing right now. It's coming down. Imagine the webcam did wind up going down. It looks like it went down at 1846. So, looks like they did actually wind up losing power on it, probably. You can see the traffic's now at a standstill. You can't see anything. How frightening is that? I mean, the tornado is rain wrapped, so you can't see it. A lot of these tornadoes are rain wrapped, so you can't see them. You can see the lightning there. The storm is still going here at 1833. And it goes down at 1845, so there must have been a power outage that took it down probably as the transmission lines came down. Look at this. This is a long-duration storm. It's still going. Absolutely terrifying. Look at the lightning and everything going on. We're going to see... I'm going to just go to YouTube here for a moment. We're going to see if we can get some more... hold on. Hang on a sec. We're going to go to YouTube, and we're going to go to Houston live camera. All right. And I'm sure we have... it looks like... Let's see if we can even get these ABC3. Now, they probably have a lot of coverage on this. But let's see. This is the city camera here. Oh, boy. These ads again, really? You know what? None. I never heard of any of that stuff. So let's take a look at this storm descend on Houston. I mean, it got pitch black. Look at this. I mean, pitch black. I mean, literally, it turned to almost to night. And the storm lasted a long time. It wasn't like it was in and out. Look at this. And there was like another wave of it. Look at the lightning, too. Wow, incredible. They probably had numerous power problems in Houston as a result of this storm. So looks like the downtown core does have power. Amazingly, they're probably able to get some redundant. What a strange color the sky is afterwards too. Look at that. My gosh, it's like the end of the world. And then they have another one at Lake Conroe, which
I chose Wix for my visit.
You know what? Yeah, this is why I can't do that. So yeah, damage in downtown. In downtown Houston right now from this. And again, here's some more damage from the transmission lines here. Look at this. I'll make it a little larger. Look at that. That's... all of that is down. I mean, all those lines are out of service right now. So that's a huge amount of and there's nothing that can withstand that. I mean, those are lattice towers, which... honestly, I think that maybe it's time to consider concrete towers like Florida Park. They might be able to withstand it. Yeah, pretty significant damage for sure. Tornado warning in downtown Houston. Here's another look at what it looked like. You can't even see the tornado. That's the frightening thing about it. It's not, you can't even see it, but it's in there. It's rain wrapped. It's rain wrapped, and that's the big problem right now. Enough with the baseball already. So yeah, this is a really, really, really bad situation that's occurred in Houston. And let's go and look at the radar right now and see what's going on. Um, and I guess this is what's left of it. Like, come on, load. Oh my gosh, look at this line. Yeah, that's pretty significant. Yeah, it didn't. It definitely looks like it's coming through Galveston right about now, actually. But wow, look at that. And there's another piece of it here that looks pretty severe too. I mean, only severe. We didn't think it was going to be this bad today. We knew there was some risk, but all these severe weather outbreaks are always overperforming. Look at that. That's. So we're going to go to the radar rewind, and we're going to take a look at what the radar looked like as these storms were coming through. And we're going to go down here. And you can also see, look at all the heat that's going on now. Florida's had record heat, by the way. Actually had the warmest overnight low on record in the state in May a few nights ago. So let's look at the radar. Back this up to when these storms came through. They came through. It looks like they came through around 7:50 our time. And yeah, what a monstrous storm this was. And you could see tornadic signatures in it. Yeah, right through the middle of downtown, right there. That's just incredible. Truly, truly incredible. Wow. Just absolutely nuts. Meanwhile, for us, we've just been dealing with dreary weather for the most part. Let's go to the weather and hazards map right now. And you can see there's still a severe thunder. Actually, this is a tornado watch. So we do have tornado watch now. It remains in effect for southeast Texas into Louisiana. Still tornado watch and severe thunderstorm watch also in central Texas. Let's look at some observations up here and see what we've got now, because I know the airports actually have gotten their power knocked out as well. So let's just tone these layers down a little so I can find Houston on here. Houston should be over here. Where is it? Where is it? That is the question. There's Beaumont. There's Houston. All right, so let's get some of the observations here. All right, so here's the airport here. I'm looking for the larger airport. Houston International. Now, they lost power at Houston International. All right, maximum wind gust of 62 miles an hour there. So let's see when the storm came through. Here we go. Northeast wind. 38 gusting. That's an incredible, 62 mile an hour wind gust right there. And they got a lot of rain, too. Over an inch of rain from this. So it was not only a tornadic storm, but a lot of rain, too, as well. We'll check this one out. Let's see what their maximum wind gust was. Also 62. At Houston Hobby Airport. Yeah, incredible. And I'm sure we'll have even stronger wind gusts. 71 mile an hour at the John Dunn Hill Stop. So I'm sure that there are even stronger winds than that that have been reported, especially in the tornadoes. Don't know the path of the tornado. Don't know anything yet, any of the details yet. But really just incredible severe weather outbreak that's going on. And it's, again, caused a lot of damage to the power grid, as you see here. We have a lot of people without power. And this is also affecting Louisiana, too, by the way. This part as well. Look at that. Beauregard, 10,000 out. I don't know what the electric company there is. Beauregard Electric Cooperative. So let's look them up. Beauregard Electric Cooperative. Let's see. Inc. Okay, let's see what they're reporting here. They're reporting anything here. They have a lot of outages right now. Outages 512 and 513. That's old information. These cooperatives, sometimes they don't really give you up-to-date information. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, there's nothing on their Twitter at all. My gosh, really? What about Facebook? Nothing. Wow, that's disgraceful. So yeah, that's the thing with these cooperatives. Sometimes they're just not on the ball, and apparently, probably they lost probably one of their transmission lines probably went down. So you have a lot of major electric chaos going on right now in that part of the country. So right now they're not really reporting anything. Right now, even though that they have most of their customers, or at least half of them, 20,000 without power right now. That's really incredible. So severe damage in a lot of these areas, and we hope that there isn't any loss of lives. Right now, we just don't have the latest information on this. Let's see, ABC Houston. Let's see if we can get maybe some TV stations here and give us the latest information. Destructive storm moves across Houston.
And Brent is not the first or
So
the only
live
person
right
to tell
now
us
covering
that
it.
exact thing tonight. Again, you're looking at the windows that have blown out of some of these buildings. Just think about how strong the winds were. We were actually standing outside when it happened in a
I mean, a tornado hitting a major city.
just terrifying
Yeah, they're just
situation.
live right now. So,
but crews are out here, like I said, they're working hard to get things back to normal or as normal as they can be until some major repairs are done, like windows put back up in these buildings.
So, yeah, I'm going to put the link below to all this, all right? It's absolutely pretty crazy, but we're going to shift gears and talk about our weather now. So, obviously, pretty crazy stuff that happened. Let's see if there are any warnings actually right now before I go ahead and I'll put this layer back to what it was. But let's see if there are any warnings here. I'm just going to go show only warnings. Looks like we don't have any tornado warnings, just a lot of flash flood warnings and a severe thunderstorm warning right now. It's pretty nuts, I tell you. So anyway, getting back to our weather, another gloomy day in some areas. Some parts of our area got a lot of rain out of this. So right now temperatures are in the 50s, 60s, still a little bit muggy out there. Almost thought I smelled a little wildfire smoke too. We're gonna actually have to go back to that satellite in a minute here. We're gonna just back this up to 48 hours and see if we can. Yeah, there is a little bit right there. It looks like. So I almost thought I smelled some. But let's actually shift the satellite off to the south and again look at our severe weather outbreak here. So we can first look at the CONUS. And you can see, look at that. You can actually see, look at the blow off from that thing. Oh, do we have what is that over there? I almost thought that might have been a wildfire. Let me just go back here for a minute. By the way, look at all the smoke over here coming from Central America, too. And you can see, yeah, look at this thing just blow up here. Yeah, sometimes you wonder if the smoke actually supercharged it a little bit. Here's our cutoff low over here. It almost looks like there is a wildfire right there. Let's go ahead and look at the west for a moment. All right, I'm going to go into some of these, go to the northern Rockies here. I don't know if that's going to show it or not. That's too zoomed in. Southern Mississippi Valley. Let's take a look at this storm complex again. You can see, look at that thing just blow up. I should probably put the flash intensity on too. So look right here. This is, yeah, you can see it. Look at all that lightning. That's just incredible, man. I'm telling you, we're witnessing things we've never seen before. You know, and we're in uncharted waters here. You know. So yeah, let's go to the climate reports right now. We'll go ahead and look at the climate reports for Islip today, and I neglected to do it last night too. So today's high was 65, a low of 58. Actually puts us 2 degrees above normal today because of the low being so above normal. Only 0.09 rain reported on today, 2.84, which is well above what we're supposed to see for this time of May. And then I'll go and I'll look at yesterday's too as well. Yesterday, a high of 62 and a low of 57, 1 degree above normal, and 0.32 inches of rain. I'm pretty sure they got more than that. I think more of it was wound up being after that time that they took it. Let's go to Central Park now. I'll just go over today's with Central Park. High of 64, low of 59. Still a degree below normal. Rainfall not quite as much as Islip. So, yeah, I don't know if they put a public information statement about all the rainfall totals, but we're just going to look at them on the map, I think. So let's go look at the highs and lows here. We'll go to the observations. I'll first start with the highs and lows. I really don't think this is going to be very interesting. 60s pretty much fairly uniform. Mid-60s pretty much everywhere. Definitely warmer than yesterday. I'm more interested in the precipitation. So let's do that for 48 hours. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll show you. Maybe not 48 hours. Let's say I got to do not 24 hour. 36 hour maybe. So take a look at this. All right. So most parts of our area got around a half an inch of rain. Less than that even in Nassau. But then as we head further east, you'll see Islip got 1.34. So as you head out to Suffolk, the numbers go up. Ridge 1.74. And now look at this. Once we get out toward Riverhead, we got over 2 inches of rain there. 2.23, 2.98, almost 3 inches at West Hampton. And this storm really overperformed. It had a lot of tropical moisture with it. 2.97 on the North Fork. And then we head out to the Hamptons, where it's even worse. 5.05 inches in Sag Harbor. That's right. 4.46 at East Hampton Airport. Montauk got 3.29. 4.99. Almost 5 inches of rain. This is unheard of. It's unheard of. But again, we have more moisture in the air. We are living in a warmer world. This is what happens. And you can see that heavy rain also affected parts of Rhode Island, too. Actually caused some localized street flooding over in these areas. Providence, too, over 3 inches. Really just incredible that area got. And there were some thunderstorms out there, too. It was a real soaker for out east. A real soaker. Absolutely, just nuts. Absolutely nuts. So let's go to the models now and look at what we have to come. As we deal with, actually, first, before I even do that, we'll go look at the Storm Prediction Center, and you can see that severe risk in the south. We're going to move this to tomorrow and look at tomorrow's, and let's see what we have, because we do have a slight risk in the south that expands a little more east, surrounded by a marginal risk of severe weather. So, again, today really did overperform quite a bit. And the other thing, of course, that's going on is Florida. Florida has been dealing with some really incredible heat as well. So you can see hazardous heat in Gulf Florida hit 6 heat records on Wednesday. How hot was it? So on May 15th, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Key West all saw a record for the warmest low and a record for the warmest high. This is incredible. And like I said, it's only May. And look at that. Key West had a dew point of 82, creating what feels like... And then you had that with the smoke mixed in. So I'm telling you, this summer is going to be absolutely terrible. Wednesday saw a high of 96 in Miami, the hottest day since September 13th. Really incredible. That's really, really incredible. So it just goes to show you what we're dealing with as we live in this warmer world. Let's look at Florida right now and see what's going on with the heat there. Because, I mean, this is... Yeah, still got 80s. Look at these dew points. 75. It's disgusting. Why would anyone? I know some people I know want to move to Florida. Unless you really like the heat and the stifling heat and the humidity. Why? I just don't know, man. I understand you want nicer weather and you want to live somewhere with a good quality of life. Go to Arizona. That's much better. Flagstaff. Or if you want hot, you can go to Phoenix. At least there it's a dry heat. I'll take that over Florida any day. Anyway, let's go look at the Weather Prediction Center map here, and you see we got going on a mess, obviously, in multiple areas of low pressure. There's that cutoff offshore that we're dealing with, that cutoff. Oh, that's the other thing. I failed to even bring this up. We actually had some pretty decent winds today as well. There's just so much going on right now. So let's go look back to our area and look at the winds. I can get these observations to show up. That would be nice. Because Islip, we had a maximum wind gust of 41 miles an hour today. We get gusts frequently into the 30s. Let's look at Gabreski Airport, a gust of 39. And Stony Brook gusted to 55 miles an hour. So, yeah, we could have actually used a wind advisory today. It was pretty windy, and we even had some scattered power outages, too, this morning and today due to these strong winds that we had over the area. Because, again, we had this low pressure area. Again, we're going to look at it again here. This is the low pressure that we had here. Look at this thing. It almost looked like I was trying to get tropical characteristics. I mean, the season hasn't even begun yet. Hasn't even begun, but it's already starting because it's going to start earlier and earlier. So let's go to the MODIS satellite as well. Look at this as well. again, to take a look at our storm. Here's your storm right here. And let's see what we got. Can't really see the smoke in Canada too well. But we can see all those severe storms drop. One thing you can notice is the smoke from Central America. This is very dominant here. You can see it's drifting over and going over Florida as well. So it's making things really, really miserable in at least the southern part of Florida. I mean, the further north, the southeast is probably better, but yuck. That's all I got to say. So let's go to the models now and take a look at what we have. I'll just show you the weather from now through tomorrow, I guess, into maybe Saturday. And I'll go over the weekend more in detail tomorrow night. But there's that low that finally pulls away, so we slowly dry out tomorrow. And then the good news for Saturday, it looks like this low is actually going to dive down to the south. And we should have a mostly dry day. And at least that takes us to Sunday, and I guess I'll show you Sunday here. But you see, the good news is it's trending drier now. We got this little backdoor high that's building down that's going to push this to the south. So we get a break from the rain. So let's look at the HRRR now. And we'll go ahead and look at the HRRR. There's your low there, pulling out. And you'll see pulling out there, and you can see, again, some showers. It does develop some showers inland tomorrow, maybe a sprinkle or two, because there's just some moisture in the air, probably. Residual air isn't all that dry. And then as we go into Saturday, this is what the HRRR does. And unfortunately, the HRRR, a little different from the GFS, actually wants to bring some shower activity in the evening. Not sure if I'm buying that yet. We all know how, the HRRR is, especially as you get toward the end of the run. So I'm not sure if I'm buying that or not. Hopefully we can keep it dry for Saturday. We've had we've had a huge amount of weekends in a row with rain. In fact, let's go to this. This is what I have to show you. I almost forgot about this too. 20 or more days with measurable precipitation from April 1st to May 15th. Guess who's number one? 35 days with measurable precipitation. That's a record number of days with measurable precipitation within it. Within this period from April 1st to May 15th. That is incredible. But this is what we've been dealing with. It's been just unusually wet. It's been miserable. We live in a warmer world. We don't even have a jet stream right now to move things along properly. So this is what you get. It's horrible. So there's plenty of moisture around. Let me go ahead and look at the NAM model. I know we're not going to have enough of the 3-kilometer NAM in to go out till Saturday, but let's go look at the 18Z run and see what it does. So let's see what this does. Yeah, the NAM definitely keeps it more suppressed, so hopefully the NAM is more correct in this, and we'll have better models to look at, I think, tomorrow night, and I'll go more into detail on the weekend. So let's go look at the dew points and wind flow here, and you can see dew points not all that low, and they don't really go down that much tomorrow. We're going to have dew points in the 50s, some residual moisture, which is probably going to mean a decent amount of cloud cover. And then as we go into Saturday, again, it's showing that residual moisture again that we have. Though it looks like it's getting the dew points down a little bit more. Temperatures tonight, we're not going to drop that much from where we are now, probably 50s. And then tomorrow will be a warmer day. We're probably going to have highs around 70 degrees. A slight mugginess to the air. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a little bit of smoke in there too. I'll have to go look at the smoke model too. And then here we are, 50s. Dropping to the 50s tomorrow night, and then Saturday, definitely showing more in the way of cloud cover. It almost looks like there's a stall backdoor front with 50s over Long Island and warmer temperatures over New Jersey. This is what the HRRR is doing. The HRRR probably has a good amount of cloud cover for tomorrow. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, a lot of high cloud cover and then some low cloud cover too. So don't expect a nice clear sky. Let's go to the GFS next. Go ahead and look at the GFS as far as dew points and wind flow through Saturday. Now, GFS is a lot drier, I noticed. Dew points are lower. We still have that northeast flow to east flow tomorrow. And then it's still drier on Saturday. And that's why GFS is stronger with the dry air and the ridging. And that's why it suppresses the rain to the south, whereas the HRRR doesn't want to do that. I'm hoping, hopefully the GFS is right when it comes to this. So that means with the temperatures, we'll probably have warmer conditions. Let's see, Friday, it's actually getting us a little bit warmer than the HRRR. Less cloud cover probably. It's saying maybe low 70s for a lot of areas. And then Saturday, showing probably upper 60s to around 70 for much of Long Island. However, more clouds and possible shower activity over Jersey would keep the temperatures lower there. So let's look at the cloud cover. And yeah, it's still showing a decent amount of clouds tomorrow. I don't expect it to be clear at all. Same thing for Saturday. We'll go ahead and look at the RGM as well with this. We actually have we don't have the full run of the 18Z RGM in. But look, it's enough to show you tomorrow, and you'll see plenty of clouds. So there'll be some peaks of sun, but I think there'll be plenty of clouds. You might see some clearing to the north a little bit, but there'll be high clouds, probably some mid-level clouds, and some low-level clouds to it. Probably won't be a very pretty-looking sky, though, especially if we're dealing with the smoke. So let's go ahead and look at that. I mean, it might be pretty. Sometimes you have a pretty-looking sky if you have the right kind of clouds. But if it's hazy with the smoke, well, you're not. So let's go to the smoke model now and look at I think it's the 21Z that goes out further. So let's look at the vertically integrated smoke and see if we're dealing with any smoke right now. Because I thought I smelled some in the air tonight. So first go to the vertically integrated smoke. Yeah, there's a little bit there, a little bit. It's not showing too much. Most of it's in the south. So it's just showing just a little bit. See, a lot of it's in the south, though. But it doesn't look like we're going to deal. Look at the smoke going all the way into Greenland. That's not going to be good. So yeah, the smoke's like, see what I mean? How screwed up the jet stream is? Do you see that? That shouldn't even be happening. If the smoke's coming into Greenland, there's probably going to be some very warm air up there. So yeah, that's not good at all. So we can also look at the near surface smoke as well. I thought I smelled something in the air. I thought I had that smell in the air that I remember that. Not showing any, but there may still be a little bit there. Just a little bit. Most of it's in the south, generally speaking. So I don't think we'll be dealing with too much smoke. But as far as a nice, clear, sunny day, I don't see it for tomorrow or Saturday right now. Hopefully maybe as we get into next week. But that's all. That's going to be all for now. And again, Houston just going through catastrophic damage from these historic tornadoes as we deal with yet another climate change-driven disaster. When will people wake up and realize what's going on? Have a good night.